as you guessed it, it's time to get paid for MSTY again. Group D will go X tomorrow and pay out on Friday. And I also want to show you where I'm thinking of selling a put on the X date. Hello my friends, this is Legend. Group D, of course, will be paying out on Friday this week. They will go X tomorrow, which is Thursday, and that'll be February the 13th. So in Group D will be MSTY, YQQQ, AMZY, APLY, AIYY, DISCO, SQY, SMCY. So let's just slide right over and find out what we made. So here we are on the announcement sheet, and as you can see, there's a few new ones. We got SDTY, which will not actually pay out until next week. That is a 0 DTE, 0 days to expire. That will pay out weekly, and it starts paying out next week. And that is on the S&P 500. There will also be a QDTY that will be for the NASDAQ 0 DDTE covered call ETF as well. This one here will not pay out until next week, so right now it's showing as a blank. GBTY pays out 29 cents. LFGY pays out 56 cents. Nice. YieldMax 15 cents. YMAG got 5 cents on YMAG. Wah wah wah. Yeah, that's pretty sad, but it is what it is. MSTY $2.02. I'll take that. As the way Bitcoin has been dropping a little bit, I'll take $2 for MSTY, that's for sure. YQQQ pays out 24 cents. AMZ is going to pay out 54 cents. APLY is going to pay out 36 cents. AIYY 37 cents. DISCO 45 cents. SQY 58 cents. SMCY $2.09. Very nice on SMCY. Then of course next week will be Group A, and there's a whole mess that's paying out in Group A. Everything from the weeklies here to Tesla, and of course we will be seeing another payout for FIVY and FIVY. So I kind of wanted to also point out that I'm going to maybe sell a put tomorrow on MSTY. After the drop, of course, when it opens tomorrow, it will drop that $2.02 out of the price. Now, of course, it could be moving after hours and pre-market, so it's not guaranteed to be $2.02 below the closing price of today, but it could be, but it all depends on the after hours movements. So I'm going to slide over to the Webull chart and kind of show you where we're sitting today and my idea of selling the put. Okay, so here we are on the Webull chart, and as you can see here, we've got MSTY pulled up, and I am showing the Bollinger Band here as well, and that is the white line is the upper side of the Bollinger Band, the blue line is the midpoint, and the yellow is the bottom of the Bollinger Band. That is the range that it is staying within. And of course, it can widen like it has out here when it drops down or it shoots up. It can widen, but that Bollinger Band can give you a good idea of maybe when's a good time to buy, in my case, sell a put. So as you can see, the bottom of this Bollinger Band right here, that lower portion is sitting at $25.39. The stock itself closed at $26.86. After hours, it is sitting at $27.12, so it's still right around that area. But come tomorrow, that $2.02 will come out of that price. So that distribution will come out of that price. And just for this example, let's just say that $26.86, and then we subtract $2.02 from that, we have $24.84. So that would be $24.84, and that would be right below actually the put that I sold the other day. I had sold a put at $25. But what I would do for tomorrow possibly is sell maybe a $23. If it's sitting at 24, I might can sell a $23 put. I want to keep it close to the money. I want to keep, otherwise I want to keep it close to that price of the stock. I want to do that strike price close to it so that I can get the max premium for it. And this is the option chain here, and I would probably do it for a month. And I want to do it for the week after the distribution week of the next one. That way, if and when it does drop, I don't want to necessarily get stuck in it. So that extra week will allow it to settle out and maybe come up, or I can also roll it or let it get assigned, right? I can do whatever I want at that point. All right, so right here, so in 4 weeks, February the 13th is whenever it will go X. So that's the 13th, and the 14th is when it will pay out. So 4 weeks from this date would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're looking at March the 14th is when the next payout would be. So I would look to sell a put for March 21st, the week after. So let's just take a look to see what those are actually paying right now. And that will, of course, change tomorrow because the price of the stock will drop by that distribution amount. But it's just to get a good idea of roughly what it's paying out, because when that price drops, this middle here won't say 26.86. It'll probably say 24.86 or something like that, right? So that would actually put it in between these two here. But just for this example, we'll just use this 26.86, and close to the money being at 26, I can make about, let's use the mid over here, $3.22 for the month. That's pretty good considering the distribution paid out $2.02. Now again, this has a little bit of volatility that is built into it because when this closed, it has not gone through the X date. So that will change these numbers. But as you can see, you can possibly get a very good premium here that could possibly cover the next distribution. And you don't even have to own the shares, because when you sell a put, if you're doing a cash secured put, then all you're saying is I'm willing to buy that stock, in this case here, using these numbers that we can see. I'm willing to buy the stock at $26. I'm willing to have an expiration date of March the 21st. So if it gets below that $26 by March the 21st, that's the expiration. If it is below that 26 on March 21st, then I could put the shares. In other words, I would be assigned those shares and have to purchase those 100 shares at $26. Therefore, my broker, since it's a cash secured put, they will go ahead and set aside in my account $2,600 so that when or if I put those shares, then that will cover that purchase. Now, if I roll it, that money will stay locked up and held for the purchase of those shares. Now, if I'm able to roll it down to say $25, and I go out to April, say, then since it's a $25 put instead of a $26 put that I had before, it will release $100 of capital that it had held up in my account for that purchase. Now that's a potential purchase, right? Because until I get assigned those shares, then I do not have to release that money. I do not own those shares until I'm assigned those shares. So I earn the premium over here. But if I was able to roll that, then I could roll it to 25 out another month, receive $100 out of that holding amount, and they would now only hold $2,500 instead of $2,600, and that would release that $100 to I can do whatever I want to with it at that point, and still earn a premium over here. Now, when you get paid your premium, you get that premium no matter what, and it is yours as soon as it gets executed. So if I sell a put for $26, if I did that today, say I sold a put for $26 put for March the 21st, and say I earned $3.22, then my account will show that I have $322 for one contract, that is. So that's 100 shares times $3.22 is $322. So that is money in my account immediately, no matter if I get assigned the shares or I don't get assigned the shares. That premium is mine. As soon as that put goes through, I am awarded the premium. It is mine to keep, and I can do whatever I want to with it, right? You do not have to give that back because you are saying you're still willing to buy those shares at 26, so they're going to hold that money for you in your account. So therefore, you do have to have at least $2,600 in your account to sell a put at a $26 strike, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm looking to probably do tomorrow, is when this drops by $2. And if it's at $24.86 or so, I may look to sell a $24 put, which is close to the money, which will get me about a little over $2 in premium for the month. And therefore, I can capture that same distribution amount, and I don't even own the shares for it. Now, I still have my shares in MSTY, so I will earn that distribution for the shares I do have. But for the put, I don't own the shares, but I do earn the premium. So if I can earn about the same distribution in premium and not even have to own the shares, that's a pretty good deal. And I can try to manage that. If the price would happen to drop, then I can continue to roll it down if I want, or I can go on the other side of it and get assigned and start selling calls against it and earn premium from this side. Okay, this side's the call side. So I can sell a $27 call and I would earn $55. Okay, so that's just kind of my thoughts of what I'm doing here and what I'm thinking of doing. So that's kind of my idea, and I just kind of wanted to let you know my thoughts and what I might be doing tomorrow. Of course, it all depends on what the price is tomorrow, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. So I hope all that made sense, and let me know if you're looking, or if you're actually selling puts as well on MSTY. Have you been doing that for a while? I've only just started puts on MSTY. I have been selling puts and calls on other stocks for quite a while, but I've never done one on the YieldMax ETFs. So I just did my first one the other day, and I did a video on that one on MSTY. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It'd be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, legend out.